Gonna be a little short, sweet little video where I have so I'm gonna back up. Remember the video? I'm gonna put it in right now. Where I installed this motor in the Superjet, and I done the first startup, and the engine idled for a second. I gave it just a little bit of throttle, and all of a sudden it just went straight full throttle. So what happened there was the engine, this engine had sat for years, at least 5 years this engine had sat in someone's basement or whatever. And from what I've been told, from where I've talked to other people and asked them what happened, because my nerves were shot after it done that, because I was like, oh, I just blew this engine up. I done a compression test, it was still good, so thankful we're good there. But they were saying that more than likely the seals on the bottom end, after it sat so long, were not connected like they were supposed to, and that it was probably letting air through, and then just caused the engine to just take off, you know, until it warmed up, and then the seals had filled in their gap again and sealed up everything back the way it was supposed to be. So the second time I cranked it up, worked perfect. Haven't had an issue since. I actually rode this. I mean, y'all have seen a few videos where I rode with this engine in there. But in the process of that, I pulled the kill switch and everything. The engine kept running. So then I went and grabbed a hold of the spark plugs. I think it was this one, and it just ripped this boot completely off, and the wire was like hanging out, flopping around, until I finally, got the engine to stop running. So I rigged these back up, and since then I was like, you know what, I'm going to get these. So I went and ordered the spark plug boot retainers from MSD. So I'm going to swap these out and install the MSD ones on there. And I also went and bought some of this, it's like coating for wires. I'm going to just put that on here, just for looks and all that, to kind of go with the red and black theme that I've got going on with this. So we're going to attempt to pull a bunch of this stuff off, sand it down, and kind of clean up and paint the engine. But for right now, our goal is to get these boots replaced on here. So alright, so I did this wrong. You're supposed to put the boot on before you crimp this onto here, but I didn't have the correct crimp for these. I mean, maybe I did, but I worked the big crimp around the body right here, and then I ended up using the bigger crimp of this to crimp the wires right there. But that's pretty much how I crimped that. I put some dielectric grease in the end of the boot, and I'm going to try to get that. You can see where I put the dielectric grease right there. So I'm going to try to put this on here, since I screwed up and didn't put the boot on first. I got a little ahead of myself, but I believe this will go on there. And it did, and just like that, it is completely in there. So I'm going to test it. Yep, snapped on. Whew, these are on there. Alright, so y'all can see this is the proper way to use this clip and everything. Hold it on there. I was thinking about putting a zip tie right here to clamp this to the body of this, but I think it'd be alright. I mean, this thing's a pretty dang good setup and all that. So just got to finish this one up and we'll be good to go. And there you have it. Install of the MSD. Right here they are. This is the part number 3340. I ordered these off of Summit Racing. I think they're like 27 bucks. Cheaper than what you can find. Like I think eBay's got them like $10 more or something like that. It's kind of stupid. But order off there. It's the MSD spark plug boot retainers, the replacements for the stock Yamaha boots. Like I said, part number 3340. Turned out very clean. If you're wanting to look up this stuff, I think I ordered it off of Amazon. I think like 30 feet was like, I think I paid like a little over 10 bucks. And it makes a huge difference. I mean, once you get it inside the engine bay and all that, it's going to look pretty dang good. So, hope y'all enjoyed it, and hope this helps y'all if you decide to install one of yours. Appreciate it.